Why always with the theatrics, bro?
Just back close. And thus it ends that way. The Niners hold on 42-38 in a spectacular Sunday night. What a show from both teams. Let's start with Caleb.
I think we've proven who we are. We'll fight. And, I think we're a team to be reckoned with. We're a team that's going to fight. And, I think we've proven that.
I thought Brock had a hell of a game. Brock played his ass off. Made some huge plays in this game.
42-38 in a spectacular Sunday night. What a show from both teams.
Some fucking baseball boys, nigga.
I think we've proven who we are. We'll fight. And, I think we're a team to be reckoned with. We're a team that's going to fight. And, I think we've proven that.
I thought Brock had a hell of a game. Again, Brock's been playing his ass off. Made some huge plays in this game. Kept some drives alive with his legs. Made some off-schedule plays. There's an assassin out there. It's right the whole day.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable word. The 49ers have been a sleeping giant all season. With Brock Purdy there, the Niners are 6-0 since he came back, averaging 35 points a game. In his last two games, he's done something that Joe Montana never did, and Steve Young never did, and Alex Smith never did. He's the first player in team history with back-to-back games of 5 total touchdowns. So put your feet up. You got plenty of time to dive into this one and all the other thrillers of yesterday. And for those of you who started your day with us on Sunday NFL Countdown, you might have heard Rex Ryan say what about Brock Purdy?
That he's the most underrated quarterback in the league. And it ain't close. I think when people look at him, they never give him props. Here's another 5 TD day for him. Mm-hmm. But people will go, they threw an interception. Yeah, okay, that happens. No quarterback in the league throws with more accuracy, with timing and anticipation better than this guy. He throws people open. And to me, it's crazy because this young man right here doesn't have the great NFL skill set of, the rocket arm, the size, the athleticism. No, but he plays the position about as well as anybody. And that's why he reminds me of Drew Brees. An undersized guy, but Drew, I had to defend against all of them. But anticipation, timing, accuracy, that was Drew Brees. That's this kid. And I always think it's funny because when everybody was talking, Mac Jones should be the starter. What? No, he shouldn't. Now, Mac Jones did a great job with this coach. This coach is phenomenal. Shanahan is amazing, but Brock Purdy is special.
Line throw as much or as well as Brock Purdy. I know Stafford hits the no-look often, but when we're talking about blind throws and it's throwing to a spot, you go to the game winner and it's vintage Brock Purdy. I say Kyle likes to call that the 5 spot on the dice, right? He wants to do those 5 spots, and he's often designing plays to attack those 5 spots. Now, Brock Purdy catches this snap, and he's looking to the top of the screen, just looking at that tight end. He never really doesn't look at the tight end. That's why you see those 2 defenders converge on him. Now he's opening up the middle of the field. The back angle is absolutely perfect because what you see is Brock Purdy. I want you guys to watch the stripe on the back of his helmet. It's constantly looking to the right. It never looks left. But that's where he throws the ball to, the guy breaking to the left. That's a blind throw. He never...
Looking for the perfect gift that says it all? At Olive & Coco, we specialize in curating exquisite gifts to elevate the...
...sees that receiver. He just sees where the defense is on his eyes or where his eyes are looking, and he just trusts that the spot is going to be there. So when it comes to like those, I kept referencing those superpowers. That's his superpowers. And I know Alex did a special on him. His ability to throw to a spot that he doesn't see his guy because he sees the defenders. That's really what makes him very smart.
Kevin Herman here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Battle in the Western Conference, this is Tom Brown. We're going to watch the Rockets come out on top. Even without the explosive athleticism, should be still able to play above the rim. Greg Gilligan, Brinchenko. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA. And you know, he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. He saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in terms of clear. He should have gone higher. Take 2 from Brooks. And that's a great play. Our defense there forced him to rethink the shot, and then able to come up with the steal.
And
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Allen.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
He doesn't play last night. And they're
Here's Gillespie. Double by Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gillespie. Looks like the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
That's why they're coaching the coach of the year. Kyle Shanahan's going to coach of the year and sure. Got to be in that conversation. It's all due respect to what Mike Vrabel has done this year, and Jonathan has done, and Liam Cohen, Jackson Thompson. But the way he has just laid out, where you San Francisco has lost this year, and where they sit, the fact that they're playing for the NFC, I think it's the high self-confidence, and now the Rams going into the NFC playoffs. This is an offense that can win the season. It's a defense that can beat anybody. But that's
Gives the team such a great element having a one-word to get to the tip. Certainly something every team wants to have. And you can see how it energizes the entire team. And Greg, these toys veterans really seem to trigger to shift to the Rockets. At the same time, it's one pieces, young talent, and anytime it's the future. They've already shown they can make a major impact. And they're unable to get the time basket there. It's Thompson on the drive. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
If you play the another defense against Ben Johnson, you got both things. And it's going to be 450 yards off and they did a tremendous thing. And this one's clear about
she's got a story for us. An update.
He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways.
Right now,
Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just lethal.
And this
And
guy's
if you
been
crowd
on
him, he
and
can
we
take you
see
to
him
the rim.
benefit.
And he
He's
has
a
the
college
size to do
quarterback up
damage
until
there.
this season.
Kevin, back to
This
you.
season he learned how to play the NFL game from underneath center, and he's phenomenal. And you look at the athleticism, all this type of things he has. Here's the scary thing about people in the NFC Europe. You got to think about this team forever. Look at the young players. Look how good the young players are doing. Start to see the this team is going to be there forever. And their defense is absolutely great.
Find his spot for the finish.
I thought it was one of the best games of the season. This is a championship caliber lead.
With the tomahawk, bring it down.
I feel like it's a championship caliber offense. So much seeding left to be determined in the final weekend of the season.
Both teams decided to change it up. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Hello, it's your favorite sports on here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Looking for an
the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, not that doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe and you'll make over.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Thanks to a 42-38 victory over Chicago Bears, these are not the same Bears in the last 15 years. They are much improved. Thanks to the coach and thanks to the coach and quarterback and those weapons they surrounded with. But Brock Purdy had himself a night tonight. 24 33, 303, 3 touchdowns. You had an interception. Christian McCaffrey said, hey, y'all know I'm still versatile. 23 carries, with 148. He had a touchdown. Brock Purdy, 6 carries, 28 yards. 2 touchdowns. Ricky Pearsall, 5 for 89. Jake Tom, had a 7 for 60 and a touchdown. Juwan Jennings, 42 and a touchdown. And Christian McCaffrey always was up in the stat sheet on the receiving end. 4 catches, 41 yards. But they made a great stand at the end of the ball game because Chicago really put him under the gun, Ocho. They put him under the gun. But the difference of this ball game is that every time the 49ers got the ball into the red zone, they took the ball into the end zone. They didn't kick in the end zone, Joe. Ocho, what did you like about what you saw from this ball game?
Listen, obviously the way the game started on, and players need to understand. Reed and Juwan Jennings, when I go 2x2, right? And you watch them, we go 2x2, first play the game, 98% of the time, Jalen Johnson and he going to slam flat. They like slam flat right away. What did he do? He said, forget the quarterback. He didn't budge, huh? He didn't do no read step, he didn't do nothing. He sat there, he jumped it, boom. They jumped that. Touchdown, so 7-11, right off the bat. And outside of that, there was no defense played after that play. They tried, but there was no defense played after that play. Listen, this is one of the better games that I've seen in a very, very long time. When the Rams game was like this, that was very, very exciting. And the Kansas City Chiefs, I forgot what year it was. Oh, this is going to be the Lions? Yes.
Monday night game?
Yes. This is almost similar to that. It was offensive juggernaut for both teams. Caleb Williams gets extremely good. I said it before this game started, this is not the same Bears. I understood how good Caleb Williams was and what would happen once someone with a creative mind like Ben Johnson got there and was able to utilize the tools that Caleb Williams has at his disposal. Ron Cody. I'm not sure if he continues to put performances like this together and string together. No Trent Williams, no Debo. Brandon Ayuk's not there. Obviously, still had Christian McCaffrey.
George Kittle was out.
George Kittle was out. Maybe Boswell played well. Is it time to talk about Brock Purdy being in the league conversation, or is it too soon yet?
No, he's been in the league long enough, Ocho. There wasn't a defense, but you're talking about maybe 2 of the top 5 signal callers in all football. You talk about Ben Johnson, you talk about Kyle Shanahan. If you talk about great signal callers, you don't go very far without someone mentioning Kyle Shanahan. We know Josh McDaniel. We know Sean McVay. We know Andy Reid. But when you talk about signal callers, you're gonna mention Ben Johnson. There's a reason why he got a head coaching job. We talk about Kyle Shanahan because the way he's gonna spread you out, and everybody. If you have a live number on, you get the ball. Fullback, running back, tight end, second tight end, third tight end. You're a second, third receiver. It does not matter. I love the way Chicago spread the ball around. Like 6-7.
Did you lose over $75,000 sports betting and options on FanDuel? You may be able to help you get significant compensation. These sports betting options are reportedly contributing to addiction and serious financial harm to users. We help gambling addiction victims secure meaningful compensation. And mostly are resolved quickly, obviously, without disrupting you.
Baseline jumper, and it's good when missing. Rockets leading by 6. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed.
8 guys caught passes tonight. So who you cheat on? First, show that, okay, this is why they drafted me as high as they did. They did this without Rose or Doomsday. DJ Ford wasn't that involved. But you see, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, those guys played really, really well. It's going to be hard when people ask, well, who you like in the NFC? I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know because you look at Seattle, you look at the Rams, you look at the 49ers, you look at Chicago. I feel any of these teams can go to the other team's building and beat their ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't play your best football on a given Saturday or Sunday, on playoff time, you're going home, especially in the NFC, because these quarterbacks can light you up.
Yeah, and then the funny thing you talk about is it's so hard to be, yes, out the NFC is going to be the one to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to come down to the defense. It's going to come down to the team defense because we know they're going to be offensively. Offensively, the quarterbacks of the game, Caleb Williams, Matt Stafford, Brock Purdy,
Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts,
but listen, the Eagles haven't looked the same. The Eagles haven't. Listen, last year, it was no question. It was out of shadow of a doubt. Offensively, the Eagles, they're going to Super Bowl. But listen, the NFC, I have no idea. I literally have a good they look really good. That guy didn't need the bird what? You have a Ryan, son. But look at bird, you have a Ryan. And all you got to do now, is you got to keep stacking. Keep it going. And just keep stacking. Game after game after game. They're going to continue to get you involved. And damn it, honestly, next year, because he's doing it week in, week out, every week, showing it. I know he had a close drop towards the end of the game, I like him, bro. I like him, man.
The Bears clinched the NFC North title last night thanks to the Packers' loss, while the 49ers clinched the playoff spot last week. Both teams were still in contention for the #1 seed. The Seahawks right now possess the #1 overall seed, and they're 13-3. The 49ers are a wild card. They're 12-4. The Bears are in the 2 slot at 11-5. The Eagles are in the 3rd slot at 11-5. And Carolina, after will decide the playoffs who wins the NFC South next week when they go head-to-head. They're 8-8. Go ahead.
I can tell you this right now. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not telling you about the spirit. But I know what's going to happen. The Panthers are going to beat. The Panthers are going to beat the Bucks. I'm not a Bucks fan. I'm for the Ravens, but I'm just saying the way the season's gone, and it is what is the Panthers in playoffs Super Bowl? They're going to beat the Bucks. This is a division game. They know each other very well. And I just know the A's is going to go to Carolina. And listen, if you're a bet man, it's too bad. I'm telling you ahead of time. Some people are going to be mad. They'll be upset that I said this, but the fans are going to win that game.
I think the thing is, we're going to talk about this a little later, excuse me. David had to play this bad ball. You can't turn the football over. I don't care how well you throw it. If you turn the football over and you give teams put the ball in harm's way, bad things normally happen. Yeah. When you look at this ball game, this is the second game. Remember last Monday night, don't you? Against Indianapolis. You saw what Brock Purdy did. He had 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He followed that up with another virtuoso, a 3 touchdown, 1 interception game. Sister McCaffrey, 23 for a buck 40. They ran the ball 34 times, 200 yards. The first quarter took down to 4 hours. I'm like, well, damn. In the first quarter, until I looked up on Tony, still 2 minutes to go, and it's 14-14. Yeah. I'm like, well, damn. Yeah. This was a very good ball game, and this is what that's the you pray and you ask the God, you say, God, I won't ask you for anything else. If I'm an owner or general manager, I'm trying to get a quarterback. Lord, please, if you see fans, I won't ask you for anything. And you because we got a Caleb with, I want to know, Ocho, because last year when he wasn't playing that well, they're talking about his fingernails being painted. Do they know his fingernails being painted?
That's
not what they said. He can't play. They take the fingernail polish off. He still got his nail painted. How you looking?
It looks he's the problem. He looks like he's the quarterback and come out and no, hold on too. I ain't done this all season long. I say no one game that you care. He's done this consistently all year long. He's the difference in his franchise, and he's the face of it now. Yes, and that's something that the Chicago Bears haven't had for a long time. Something to be excited about. Something to go to the games about. And their identity, what used to be their defense, is now their offense. They have something to hand that can get it done week in and week out.
I sure hope they don't go because it's going to everybody seems to want to get a dome stadium, but with the hopes of getting a Super Bowl, with the hopes of getting a Final Four. There's enough. There are too many teams already in the rotation. There are too many cities already in the rotation with nice weather. The Arizona, the New Orleans, the Atlantas, the California, the Miami. There's enough. Chicago, you're going to lose a lot. Denver, you'll lose a lot adding a dome stadium. A part of it is the elements. You want to bring somebody in there when it's freezing cold. You want it to be 10 degrees below zero. And somebody comes from a warm weather and you beat the hell out of them. But everybody wants to be dome. And I get it. You want to get a new state-of-the-art stadium and get enticed. And the reason for the dome, don't show because you can have events year-round. When you're outside, ain't nobody going in no damn cold. I don't give a damn what type of stadium you got. If it's cold outside, when you got a dome, you can have a Taylor Swift or Beyonce. You can have a track the pool. And you, like they said, you can have a Final Four. You can have a bowl game and things of that nature going on. But I just think the thing is, when I look at the Chicago Bears, and I look at what they've done with Ben Johnson, and you go out and you get Jim Tooney, and you get Dalvin at center, Pro Bowl, Tooney, Pro Bowl, the guard, Pro Bowl. You look at what they've done. It's solidified right the back. Now we drafted Luther Burton. We drafted a Roman Johnson last year. We got DJ Moore. We drafted Colton Lovely in the first round. We add him, who had already cold commit. Man, Walker.
Yeah, he was
Johnny
so
Walker.
ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Itchy and
In
pain.
the corner, Schengen with
Still has some lessons.
trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Booker, right side.
Itchy fire. Clear skin is
Brooks,
awesome.
left side. And scored
Most
by
people
Johnson.
are 100% clear skin. Skin clear. Even following
Goes
this.
down.
Serious allergic reactions
5
and
points now in the
risk
quarter.
infection.
Chicago's going to be good. They're going to be good.
It's gonna be there for a while.
For a while. That division's going to be tough for a while. Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, San Fran, Los Angeles, Seattle. Boy, that's going to be a battle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a battle, but this was a very, very interesting game. I knew it was going to come down to whoever had the ball last. But San Francisco had it, and when they had the ball,
Lakers take care of business against the Sacramento Kings, a bounce-back win for LA. Happy to see you all here coming in. On the YouTube channel coming in from X and Facebook. Glad to see everybody here over that. Thanks again. I'm Kevin LakersNation.com live post-game show. All right, everybody. Let's see what we got going on here. The Lakers, again, final score 125-1 over the Bucks. We'll take a stretch-free victory for LA. This is their
Well,
first
Kevin, I'd say underachievement. You think back to 2021, 2 wins away from an NBA title. They made some swing for the fences type of decisions, and well, it just didn't pan out.
And they beat this one against Sacramento. Much needed. You know, the three-game losing streak.
Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball.
JJ Redick in practice. Talked to the players, talked about what they needed. I thought the Lakers, individuals, I thought as a team, there was a much better energy in this game. The defensive speeds were crisper. You saw guys a lot of switching, a lot of hitting, a lot of communication. Don't think they were mistakes, but that's always been the case. They still did it. They did a very nice job overall. This game, we saw a lot more effort in this one. Yes, it's just very good. However, it is just the Sacramento Kings. I thought the Cowboys playing from an energy perspective, the Lakers were locked in. In fact, there was only a period that, in terms of the competitive portion of the game, non-garbage time, there was only really maybe 2 or 3 minutes that I didn't think the Lakers would focus. A solid step for that for a team that tends to flip the switch on and off throughout a game. I thought they looked focused and locked in for the majority of this one. Exactly what we need to see from the Lakers. So it's the confidence not regard. Now, that's also what you expect coming off this big losing streak, the frustration that is evident from the left, the Houston Rockets on Christmas Day, that was an atrocious performance from them. You expect to see this step up. Now it's about sustaining it. Can you, from here, go play Detroit in a couple of innings and get ready to win the best team in the league? By the way, Detroit wasted a bad shooting game, a bad game against the Clippers today, handed the Clippers a loss. And so now you make Detroit, especially going to lock in against the Lakers on Tuesday. We got to talk about this game here tonight. 24 points for LeBron James. 11 of 13 shooting. How about that for a 32? 11 of 13. Got a lot of no Austin moves. You know, he is out.
And with
I got him out.
skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders
right around that time frame anyway. 4 weeks. I'm not buying that. You guys
It's a
need to do
Thompson
4
nails
week.
both of them.
He was so good at that. I would take it, but I think more around the All-Star break. See how some moves back in action. I'm super excited about All-Star break, but John James, 24 points. Absolutely fantastic about LeBron had. After the step, I thought that he looked energized and he was doing everything out there. I had a couple of highlights from the dunks in this one. I thought LeBron looked absolutely fantastic. 2 steals, 5 assists for LeBron, 1 or 2 from deep. And again, 13 shooting overall. Great performance out of LeBron James. The Lakers certainly needed it. Looking at the Murray, 12 points, got going in the second half, didn't fight in the first half. 4 rebounds, 4 and 2 steals. I was not happy to see the weak starting lineup. I think he's very good against the Sacramento Kings, particularly with the rotation they're running.
46 seconds
left in the
lineup,
going to be kind of tough.
and he could not get that one to go.
And
he'll go to the line for
puts in 12 points, 5 of 10 shooting, 3 of 12.
5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Then we've got DeAndre Ayton. I thought DeAndre a little bit off. He was 5 for 9. Watching the game without viewers touching, but he was out. 11 rebounds, so last game of the season. So it's good to see that bounce back. 2 blocks for DA, getting a nice shot from the paint.
And the whistle blew, so that is Sheffield. Great defensive effort there with the block shot, but he got more than just the ball that
0
time.
points,
Coming up
4
right now.
shots, made an impact out there defensively.
All free throws good from Holiday.
In this one, that saw non-garbage time.
With the ball for the Phoenix Suns.
Because otherwise, I said that's my thing defensively. That's some steals, 3
Nice ball
steals.
movement here by the Suns.
Sorry, one steal. 3 steals for Luka. That's 1 steal for Marcus Smart. I thought he did a nice
Pass
job
to Gillespie.
on defense.
Shot clock at 5.
23 minutes, 34 points. That's not bad. 11 to 23 shooting. 5 of 14 from deep.
Suns missing.
I'll take it. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. 7 assists.
And there's the
5
foul.
goals.
It'll go on Nick Richards.
3 steals, 5 turnovers. This is what they're about. But anyways, I thought this was a more than fine performance out of this guy. I thought he made some good plays in the way he leader them. I thought that his offensive game was pretty damn good for most of the night. Had some really
So
nice
it's the Houston Rockets with an 18-point lead as the quarter
He's
comes to
got
a
more
close.
assists. He had a number
The
of really nice
scoring has
passes
been
that he did
tremendous,
knock down
and
the
they
shot.
are shooting lights
I
out.
thought this was a solid Luka night here from this. Getting him the superstar of the night.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Man,
Houston
these stars,
leading by
they don't
18.
care about positions.
Pass to Shepard.
Posting up. You got centers dropping down. Shooting guards are being at the
Pointers
center.
off the mark.
Listen, they're built different, so you got to bet different.
You know what? You got that right.
O'Neal.
Put me in about they can play all the different systems.
He gets it in there. I love that stuff.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking.
Some of the nights and go with LeBron. Yeah, I know Luka had 10 more saves than we did. LeBron this one, good efficiency, and that's the 13 shooting. LeBron James, 5 assists. I thought that he got great energy. Looks like the Champions League. I thought LeBron's energy was fantastic. Had a wonderful pass from Luka that intercepted LeBron. Had a reverse dunk. I thought LeBron was very critical in everything he did out there on the floor in this run, and just an efficient performance out there. There was no reason out there motion on the floor. LeBron James, I thought he was very locked in, very focused. Offensively, had his game going. Didn't look like the NBA turned himself too much, but whenever he put down to the gas pedal, that burst was there tonight for LeBron. So I'm saying LeBron James. LeBron James, superstar of the night, the efficiency is through the roof. Luka had a very nice night as well.
Plenty of space and peace of mind to
11,
launch.
13,
Rarely
in
see
a game
that.
like this, and you have some highlight reel dunks, and that's where you give them up for superstar of the night. All right, off the bench, we got to talk about him. Nick Smith. Have a game.
Final quarter of play,
Nick
about a minute
Smith.
and a half off the clock into it.
8 of 14 shooting, and he missed a few late. His brother's started, so it's going to be better than that for a while. 5 of 10 complete.
Almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
No clue.
This is an opportunity for him with Dave Vincent still out. An opportunity for
Both
Nick
teams
Smith
will make
to
substitutions.
step up, and he did with that. fantastic in this game. We're looking for a shot, finding it, we're good out there, we're taking the lead, knocking down the deep. I had a couple of took that one. That really knocked down the threes. So, Nick Smith, fantastic night off the bench for the Lakers. And gave the Lakers something they don't typically have, and that's bench score. You look at the Lakers bench score and get 11 out of 3, get 21 for Nick Smith. I mean, that right there, talking about 32 points off the bench, you can't see that from the Lakers. So, nice job there for Nick Smith. Jake Laravia, I thought, was really good this game. 9 of 11 points and 1. Hits and 1. This, I thought he did a nice job attacking the basket. Defense switching, was scoring, did a nice job there. 2 steals, 1 for Laravia. Nice performance. 25 minutes. Got to do a little bit about 5 fouls right up in this one, but 3 for 3. But overall, a very solid performance, I thought. And Dave Laravia, Jared Vanderbilt, it's going to be quiet. I had a couple of steals, did have 1 of 3 for 3, feel pretty bad. Just a quiet night for Dave, but 22 minutes, 2 of 4 shooting. I thought his defensive tenacity was there. He was wide open for it, being active with their hands, often tasked with defending some different guards, right-handed shooter, and he did really good there to stay in front. Committed a couple of fouls, their shooting just really great, getting contact with the body. But I thought overall, he did how to defend that in possession. He did good job. Staying with.
The pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentage. Can I get all threes, and can I make threes? So to me, it was all about high 13 minutes.
Jackson before the game. It's just an ankle issue. Hopefully we'll be back in action sooner rather than later. I think this is great. I would like to see Maxey get
and I made sure, of course, I finished on that
that's what's on the floor to do. If you're going to be a floor spacing big, you're on the floor to provide space for everybody else out there. And yes, being a threat is important. That alone is going to stretch defense. But every once in a while, you got to take the shot. Because you know, teams are going to stop defending you. So I'd like to see Maxey look for a shot from behind a little bit more. Jackson Hayes, get healthy. I thought that he fixed the bit in this one. It wasn't Maxey's finest performance. The two others were a little bit rough. Was there ever a great Maxey game?
No.
Fair.
Nigga trash.
Probably not a great Maxey game in general, but all you're looking for from Maxey is not a great. You're not looking for a playoff game. You're not looking for 21 points like you got Smith. Maxey is going to do science. You stay free basketball, go out there, do the job. You the one don't stop them. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. That's all you do. So, Maxey. Let's get into some new questions and comments here as we go through. We do need to get to the star in your role. Lots of stuff to talk about. First 36, and that's more like it. Now again, one game doesn't stop the fun for 2 months. I'll tell you that. We are going to run
a minute 20 left to play here in the fourth.
It's true. It's the difference. You take the change, you don't. You don't get anything to do with it. I got energy-wise with the rest of you playing. And the toughness of Brooks on display. All right, now they're supposed to do that good enough. No, you need to lose. We're going to get one credit for this one. And we're going to say that it's the case. We're still able to chip away a little bit more. Excuse me, second. So, it's fair to be critical on the Lakers. It's not critical, but not being all back in just on one for the second. I thought the Lakers showed what they needed to show tonight. Within the range of what they could show against the second night games. Our next game against the Pistons, I'll win over them, even if it's an ugly one.
And one of the key components to this victory,
if they lose the next game against the Pistons, especially if it's in blowout fashion, they have only lost by double digits, everything reports right back to the seed. They can only beat the best teams. They're not really the good. This team sucks. All that kind of stuff. We don't care about it. So what you want to see now is the Lakers take the energy and the effort that they showed in this game and continue that in the next game to make things different. So that's what you want to see. After the game, J.J. Redick, something like it played together and Portland showed tonight. One of the better games as far as consistent effort for 38 minutes. Agree 100%. I don't think we played a full 38 minutes. I don't think we even played a full, whatever we want to call it, 44 minutes of non-guard style. But I do think that aside from maybe a bit of a shift with Luka and some of the best guys in the mid-third quarter, I thought they flipped off, the foot was flipped off for a little bit. Other than that, I think the Lakers done a really nice job in this game of competing for those more. And probably that game in terms of not having ebbs and flows in the energy level, taking their foot off the gas, that sort of thing. Believe in JJ's IQ. He realized some things prior during practice. That's why his interview sounds off, because he changed his approach. Superstar of the night. Oh, JJ is the superstar of the night? This is, I talked about it on the pregame show. Talked about it, about J.J. Redick. Clearly something changed. We heard angry J.J. Redick after that loss to the Houston Rockets. We heard J.J. Redick that sounded like he's going to be breathing